Venezuela's National Electoral Council holds the fifth and last day of candidates' registration for the upcoming 2024 presidential elections. We go live with our correspondent Gladys Quesada for the latest updates.
Yes, thanks for the contact, thanks for the time here in teleSUR English, and also for the opportunity to tell to our audience what has been going on today, March 25th in Venezuela. Today, Monday, was the fifth and final day for the nomination and registry process for all the candidates and those who were designed by each one of the political forces and called by the political forces to be the representative and the runner for the presidential elections of July 28th. In this occasion was the date and the turn for the president of the nation and also the aspirant to the re-election, Nicolas Maduro Moros. And I have to tell you, the day was not just about his registry, but also how the people supported this candidacy and this registry. In this occasion, people from all over Venezuela and from all over Caracas came here to downtown Caracas, also to the vicinities of the National Electoral Council to accompany, to support this candidacy and registry of the president. They were gathering here in the main squares of downtown Caracas, as I was saying, to Caracas Square, and they were also accompanying and giving their support since early morning. Around midday, the president came here and arrived to the National Electoral Council and not only submitted his documentation in person to the electoral authorities, he also addressed the nation. It was an interesting statement and speech because he was saying that so far there are 10 candidates, 9 opposition candidates and him representing the Great Patriotic Pole and representing the United Socialist Party of Venezuela. He was saying that he knows that many people that have contrary positions and stances that he has, they want violence in the country, but he's stressing that he wants a peaceful election, a peaceful campaign. He wants that the campaign will be a party and a joyful time for the people. Let's recall that the president has been facing magnitude attempts against his life, but today he was stressing that he is not in a vengeance, he's not resentful because of that, but he wants to be the candidate of the people and once again showcase that he has the legacy and the inheritance of Hugo Rafael Chavez Frias. He was stressing that his party, his political force, is one of continuity with Chavez ideals and one of the continuity with Chavez projects. That in that end, or to that end, he was also announcing a new mission of his government that will be enforced in 15 days. And that is Misión de los Abuelos, which is the mission for the elderly and is a social program by the government to give special attention to the elderly and those who have an advanced age. And also he was recalling that his government issued other missions, other social programs, like Viva Venezuela, mi patria querida, which is a mission to save and preserve all the culture and the folklore of the Venezuelan people, and also the mission to solve the issues of the female population, the women in Venezuela, and the youth, because he was stressing that those are two sectors that have been badly hit because of the sanctions and the blockade and the attacks against the nation, against Venezuela. Also, he was saying that he had the support of about 5 million voters because the grassroots organizations of the United Socialist Party amass over 4.2 million voters, 4.2 million people that not only nominated him, but also will give him the support in these elections. He was also saying that his government faced two really difficult times in Venezuelan history. He was recalling that after the death, the physical disappearance of Hugo Rafael Chavez Frias, he had to take the top post, and that was a difficult time. And he was saying that after 2018 elections, he was also assuming power in a context marked by the sanctions, marked by the cutting of the oil industry in the nation, and the downfall, the pitiful of the economy in Venezuela, which was a really, really hard time for the people in the nation. But he was saying that his government, his administration was able to navigate those times, and now he will sort the new challenges that his administration is facing. So that was the day afterwards his nomination, he went to address the people back in the square. He went to meet his people, his supporters, and that was today. That was what was happening today in Venezuela, here in Caracas, and that was the paramount events, the highlights of today. So that is the information. Now the National Electoral Council has 5 days to accept or decline the nominations, and afterwards even each one of the nominees has the right to go and appeal the decision of the National Electoral Council. Afterwards also then comes the time for the substitution period, and that means that each one of the parties has the right to find a substitute for their candidate in the case that the candidate cannot move on with the campaign and other events in the electoral schedule. That's the information. Those are the events. Those are maybe the data and the facts of what has been going on in Venezuela. We will have more details in upcoming emissions. And now I'm back